Good morning, everybody. It's Lindy. Today I want to show you just really quick how I go about inspecting the jeans that I'm buying from thrift stores, Goodwill outlet, consignment stores, when I'm buying private party, wherever I'm buying jeans. I want to show you the 5-second method that I use to inspect them. The very first thing that I do that I don't count towards that first 5 seconds is I always button and zipper up the jeans. A lot of the times whenever I'm at Goodwill, there will be, it'll be unbuttoned or it'll be unzipped or it'll be buttoned and the zipper is down. The first thing that you want to check is to make sure that the zipper, it's a short zipper. It's hard to zip those up sometimes when you're not wearing them. You want to make sure that the zipper completely functions and it buttons. I promise you, you want to check this. I am ashamed to say that the few times that I didn't do that, the few times that I was in just a huge hurry and I just grabbed the jeans and didn't double check that and then they were photographed and listed without being checked, the zippers were busted. And I ended up having a couple of customers over the last couple of years that I had to refund because the zipper was broken. So always check and make sure that the zipper zips up. Okay? Doing that also helps you notice if the button is missing. I am not perfect. I will be the first to admit that. And there has been plenty of times where I have been in a huge rush and I just grabbed a good pair of jeans. They looked good everywhere else, but I neglected to check the button, got home and realized it had no top button. It had no top button. How did I not notice that? Don't know, but I can guarantee you I check every time now. Okay, so after you check that, here comes the 5-second inspection. The very first thing that I check are the inner thighs. It's really quick. You literally just boop. That's all you have to do. You just grab and look. And you want to make sure that it's not excessively faded. It doesn't have a lot of pills or it doesn't have any rips. This is super important because a lot of the times when jeans are used, they get donated, people do that because either the fabric has broken through from excessive thigh rub or it's really, really worn and you don't want to resell a pair of jeans that are excessively worn. So if you just open up the inner thighs and look, if you see a lot of fading, a lot of pilling, if you see the startings of the fabric ripping apart, you don't want those. After I look at that, I immediately go down the legs and you look at the bottom hem. Now, if the bottom hem is frayed, that's not a reason to not buy them. Now, if they're frayed a little bit, then most of the times people don't care. What you are looking for is when huge chunks of the fabric are out of the heels. Again, that's not going to deter you from buying, but it's going to significantly decrease the resale value if there's huge chunks of fabric out of the back heel of the jeans. I have sold jeans that have a huge chunk out of the back heel, but I can tell you it knocks down the price a lot. And you want to make sure that you indicate that in the listing, because if you don't and someone doesn't notice it in the photographs, you are going to make somebody mad because people are not looking for pants that have a huge bite taken out of the back bottom hem. They don't go looking for that. Okay, so now we've checked the inner thighs. We've glanced at the hems. Now we're going to just do a quick glance over the front and the back. So I just hold them up. I make the jeans taut. And I look at them. I look to see if there's any stains on the legs. If there's a stain, you're probably going to notice it right away. If there's a significant stain, you're gonna notice it right away. And glance over, just a quick glance. Because if this is good and this is good, stains are your next concern. And those are primarily the main places that I look at. Now, a second thought process would be the inner the inner seat. There's no way to say this without sounding gross. you're looking for in women's jeans. Don't make me say it. The outside of the jeans is usually a pretty good indication if you need to look on the inside. If the outside of the jeans look fairly clean, then you probably don't have to take the time to examine the inside. But a lot of the times if you touch jeans and you kind of feel that they're dirty or there's a smell to them, if you haven't put them back due to how bad they smell, you might want to look on the inside. I don't do it every time because I try to not even buy jeans that have like a dingy, nasty feel or dirty. I try to not buy any jeans that are just dirty. So I usually don't examine this in store. But if you have a really good brand pair of jeans that definitely look like they need to be washed or there's a smell, might want to look on the inside. Just saying. A second thought thing that I always inspect is also the size tag. I always like to make sure that there is a size tag. I've bought jeans before that didn't have the size tag on there. It was either cut off or ripped out, but I didn't have a problem doing that when it was just me listing the jeans and it was a common brand. Like if it was Levi's or Lee jeans or something that I knew that I could just take the measurements and then I could Google a size chart and indicate a size and say in the listing, size tag was removed, please double check listings, but I think it's a size 16, that kind of thing. If they were a really nice pair of jeans, I didn't have a problem buying them without the size tag. However, now that I have a lister listing jeans for me, I don't expect her to have to do that, and I don't expect her to know how to list jeans without a size. It takes a lot more time. So I just avoid all of that now, and I always make sure that the size tag is still in the jeans if I'm going to buy them. Plus, when you buy jeans that already have the size tag still remaining, not cut out, it saves you some time and hassle. The only time you might not worry if the size tag has been removed or not are, one, if they're men's jeans and you are going to measure the waist and the inseam anyway, you can just put that as the size, although make sure to still indicate in the listing that the size tag has been removed. Or if they're a premium pair of jeans and you know that they're gonna go for a lot of money, if the size tag has been removed and you wanna take that chance, go for it. But it's gonna take you a little extra time listing it because you are going to have to do the size information on Google. You're gonna have to indicate in the listing probably several times that the size tag has been removed so that the buyer knows that you aren't positive of the size. That's it. That's what I do when I source for jeans when I'm looking at condition. It is a quick, I just check, make sure that they button, they zip up, and then for 5 seconds, I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's it. And if they're a little dirty, I check the inside, and I always check to make sure that there's a size tag. And that's it. That is what I do. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you found this video useful. If you liked it, give me a thumbs up and let me know. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them in the comments below. And if you haven't subscribed to me, I hope you will. Thank you again so much for watching. I will see you with my next video. Bye.